Hey team, it's 4th of July week, and so I don't know whether you're into fireworks or you go to the lake or you hang out with family, but I hope you have some recharge time scheduled for yourself this weekend. I know I need to pay attention to my calendar and not just fill it up with a bunch of activity, but create a little space to just like kind of take a deep breath so that I'm not always going 100 mile an hour all the time. And I hope you do the same this weekend. That's one of the reasons why we were decided to take off Saturday night services, just to create a little extra breathing room. Whether you work on Saturdays or not, it just helps us have a little extra breath. And so please take advantage of that. And if you're looking for something fun to do, I have a fun request from my son, Sam. I haven't done this before, but he works at the infamous Penguin Palace on River Road in Maumee. And allegedly, they're having a banana split competition. And if Sam wins, there's some sort of prize. So if you're into banana splits and you want to see or want something refreshing on Thursday, from like noon until 3, you got to get the banana split while Sam is there, okay? So noon to 3 on Thursday or Saturday night. Make your way to Penguin Palace, treat yourself to a little banana split, and look at Sam and say, your dad sent me. That'll get me some bonus points. So you're actually helping me by helping Sam. That's all. There you go. Have fun with that. I have 3 questions for you. First question is this for you to think about. Do you ever struggle with procrastination? If you do, then I can't wait for you to experience the summit this year. Jon Acuff is coming back. If you haven't heard Jon, Jon's an incredible communicator, very engaging, fun, funny, but also insightful. And he's going to be bringing an assessment to help you and I gauge how much we are procrastinating. And then he's going to talk about how to procrastinate proof your life. So if you struggle with procrastination, or if you have someone on your team that's always struggling with procrastination, I would leverage that as an opportunity to invite them to the summit. Remember, the reason that we host the summit isn't just to host an event. It's to really take growth personally and to help the people who we see in the hallways or who are on our dream team get a little bit better at life and leadership. And I believe when we do that, it exponentially increases the impact that we can have in our community and beyond. Another question. Would you like to get a little bit better at earning trust or accelerating trust digitally? Now, you might be sitting there going, Ben, I don't really care about that. I mean, it's just email, it's just text messaging, it's just, like whatever. Yeah, but the truth is, for each of us in our relationships at home, in the emails or communications that we send with our dream team and our friends and other people out in the world, there are ways that you can increase your digital intelligence, your connectability, not just in terms of your availability, but how you communicate. And I think it's going to become increasingly important in every sphere of our life. And so Erica Dewan at the summit is going to be talking about how to increase your digital connectivity and trustworthiness. And so I think that's going to be an insightful talk for me and for all of us, regardless of what it is that you do professionally, but especially for us who are trying to introduce people to Jesus. How do we make sure we're not unintentionally pushing people away, but we're causing them to lean in? The last question isn't really a question. It's more like, it's something that I'm interested in. James Hewitt is going to be speaking at the summit, and he's going to talk about how to leverage your own neurorhythms in order to maximize peak performance. He's a performance psychologist, and he has a little headgear that he wears on the stage when he's doing his talks. And he has studied what's actually happening in your brain in a performance situation. And he's going to talk through some of the insights that we can learn to not only increase our performance, but lower our anxiousness or the stress that we're carrying in the midst of those things as well. And so I think for those of you who have to lead meetings, or you're, leading a huddle, or you're giving a talk, or standing in front of people, like any of those sorts of environments, or you find yourself in those pressure cooker environments, like where you got to go, you got to move, you got to think, you got to create, you got to whatever. I think he's going to bring some insight that will help us normalize and actually learn how to leverage those neurorhythms that we find ourselves in. And so, Make plans now to be at the summit. Get excited about those talks. And part of the reason I wanted to share with you is because last year at about this time, we had about 50 to 70 more people signed up for the summit. And that's not bad. We're launching a new site at Finley, and so they certainly have people down there. I just don't want you to miss the opportunity to invite people to lean in with us before a price deadline that I think comes up like July 11th. And so as you're making plans for this weekend, write down a few people that you, based on these 3 talks, that you're like, oh, I need to make sure I'm inviting them to come, because your invite to the summit matters. And then I'll keep you posted on some of the other summit speakers that I'm looking forward to in the weeks ahead. Happy 4th of July, everybody. I'm thankful for you.